Hey, everybody, welcome to the Czabecast, brought to you by Line and Kugels. Get yours today and enjoy responsibly. Scott Lynn, Al Galdi, Lode F. Solomon, alongside me, yours truly, Steve Zabin. So, Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know if you have heard, but there was, as Kramer would say, an incident.
Well, that was an incident.
What do you mean an incident? Well, he crashed his car. How people crash their car all the time.
Sure they do. They get in fender benders. They get in multi-vehicle accidents. Sometimes you even do get into a one-car accident.
At 2:20 in the morning.
Well, perhaps he was headed to the Black Friday sale.
By himself.
No.
The night of Thanksgiving.
Walmart. No. Toys R Us. No, they open at midnight.
I want Galdi's take on this because we've dealt with it on the radio show.
Yes.
Galdi, what's your read on Tiger's situation?
Well, something happened, obviously. I was trying to think of...
Thanks, back to you.
Mega level athletes.
What the hell?
Mega level athletes who have had something like this. I mean, MJ had the gambling, and obviously there was talk about his infidelity, but he never had a real slip-up like this potentially might have been.
All right, what do you think happened?
What do I think happened?
Because he says the accident was his fault alone.
Yeah.
And that his wife, Elin, acted courageously, smashing out the back windshield with a golf club and rescuing him. That's what his story is.
I think one of two things. It's either there was some sort of domestic argument and he tried to drive away for whatever reason and he got in a legit crash, or he was maybe not drunk but pilled up or doped up on something.
Okay.
And he hit something.
The pill defense. Well, I think this one could be a good fallback defense of...
Not so much a good defense, but again, for every time you heard over the weekend following the accident that, alcohol, authorities feel or believe that, alcohol was not a factor. A, they didn't test for it because they didn't feel that there were probable cause. B, if it was any other substance, that wouldn't come out in toxicology until well after.
Yeah, being pilled up, you still have to account for where were you going?
Yeah.
That's the most.
Where are you going? Anywhere but there. That's
but
your answer.
if you're, and we are so far out here, but if you're drugged up, I mean, what you're doing doesn't have to adhere to logic. I mean, maybe he was just getting in his car because he was getting in his car.
All right, so you would say if you wanted to construct me a fantasy story to get Tiger out of this
Galdi,
PR jam.
Yeah, Galdi, last time you got in your car at 2:27 in the morning, you're probably coming home from some sort of coyote situation. But aside from that,
I don't know what that is.
He does that to come to work.
Right. Well, but you were at 2:27 on a weekend non-work day. What were you doing? Maybe he's got two little kids. Is he going to a 24-hour pharmacy to get something for the kids?
We've all heard the joke scenarios. Oh, he's going to a doorbuster special the day after Thanksgiving.
But what could you legitimately be doing?
I'm saying you cook up for me a more plausible story than the one that he's putting forth.
I think Michael Irvin's cousin/friend called him up.
All right, here we go.
All right, I don't think we have any good plausible stories.
No, there isn't. Because if there was, he would have met with police. Why did he put off the meeting with police 3 consecutive days?
That's the other stuff. If you got nothing to hide, why are you hiding? And I understand Fifth Amendment. He doesn't have to. Fine.
I got one for you. Ready?
Oh, here we go.
After a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner,
and
perhaps a few too many glasses of wine and combining with some pills for pain medication, I went to go down to a neighbor's house in my lovely gated community of Isleworth to play some pool and just enjoy the rest of the evening, and I crashed my car. Sue me. That could be his excuse.
I'll buy that. He was going to an all-night Modern Warfare marathon with a buddy.
Yeah. Or, play cards, play pool. Guys do that. It's a gated community. I shouldn't have drove, Tiger can say. I didn't know that I was not quite feeling right. I am on medication. I don't have an alcohol problem. I should have had somebody drive me, but my wife was asleep. What? You're shaking your head, Galdi.
Because
that's not plausible.
It's just amazing to me that Tiger could have a slip-up like this from a PR standpoint. He's been so smart over his career. This is such a screw-up. This is something John Daly would do, and instead it's Tiger Woods.
Yeah, it is. Well, we'll see what happens from here. Developments still occurring, so stay with us on that. We'll see you next time.